What is going on? You are listening and watching today Tags Live, aka Talk About Gay Sex. The live version, I'm your host, Steve V. Rodriguez, alongside Kodi, Maurice, Doggette. How are you?
Hello, darling. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Darling, I'm doing really good. You may notice a different background here. I'm not lit my best today, but I'm in Los Angeles here, La La Land, here for the next several weeks and loving it with some great weather.
You look beautiful as always, darling. Don't worry about it.
It's so funny. I ordered one of those. I forgot to bring my ring light and thought my friend would have one. And wouldn't you know it, he didn't. So I did one of those Amazon orders, and of course it's supposed to come like today between an hour before we would do the show and of course 3 hours afterwards. So you may hear the door.
They're gonna ring. I was gonna say they're gonna ring the bell.
They're gonna ring the bell, and
you're gonna set the light up. We're gonna be good to go.
I'm gonna have the Amazon delivery guy do a little more work and set the light up for me, and he'll get
perfect.
I'll pay him, I promise. And if he's cute,
give him an extra tip, honey. Yes,
that's a fantasy. No.
I think I've seen that movie once or twice.
Yeah, exactly. Porn every day, right, for you?
I mean, it's life. Porn is life.
Well, Kodi, congratulations. You just got vaccinated.
I know. I still have my, can you see it? I don't want to take the Band-Aid off. I feel like it's going to open me up to, I don't know what. I don't know what the Band-Aid is protecting me from, but it's protecting me from something.
Oh my God. And when they gave me the vaccination, she did it, and then she looked away, and then she came back and she said, "Oh, I don't even see where I gave you the shot. Like your skin must have already be healing it and closing."
Girl, tell me another one, girl.
That's what she...
Okay, Wolverine, get your life together. Okay.
That's just what she said. She couldn't believe I was the age I am. And so we literally guessed and put the bandage where we...
spit on my drink.
We guessed and put the bandage on where we thought it was to go and called it a day. So, but congratulations, you're doing a good thing. I hope everybody is getting vaccinated. It's so important for you and for everybody, really. It's just going to help us get to a closer new normal. Can't say it enough. And so when your chance is up, get it, right?
Yes, exactly. And can I read this, what Teddy just posted? It's a read. It's a read against you, just so you know.
Go ahead.
Teddy said that you got a nursing student and not a real nurse, so that's why she couldn't.
Actually, Teddy, I think she was a retired nurse. She was the most lovely lady ever. And she was so sweet.
Teddy, you should feel bad now.
but maybe to his point, maybe she's out of practice. So she's like,
she didn't have her glasses on.
She didn't have her glasses on, and we were chit-chatting. So it could be, when you start life and when you end, you're kind of the same in terms of mental status. So who knows? But anyways, I'm excited that you're vaccinated, and that is awesome. So a couple things before we get into it. Every Thursday we're starting, if you are on the Clubhouse app, which I believe is still in beta, and on iOS devices only at this point. If you're a member of it, we've got a new room called Sex Positivity. Every Thursday night, Kodi and I host it, and we're going to have some fun conversations. Last week, we got to our own sex positivity, and people were really opening up.
Yeah, we spilled a lot of tea last week. It was really, really good. So thanks for everybody who was there. Teddy was there, so thank you, Teddy.
Was there, yeah. Thanks for participating, Teddy. That was really awesome. Well, speaking of vaccinations, as we were a few minutes ago, there's a new story out that an HIV vaccine trial shows 97% effectiveness in humans. So a potential HIV vaccine is showing very promising results in its phase 1 human trials. And this is according to Scripps Research and IAVI. They're a nonprofit research organization organization that develops vaccines and antibodies for HIV and other diseases. So the vaccine works by stimulating the production of rare immune cells that generate HIV-resistant antibodies. Sounds very coronavirus, right?
Right.
Such a result was found in 97% of human participants administered the potential vaccine, and the findings were presented at the International AIDS Society HIV Research for Prevention conference, just happened in February. And it's really kind of interesting that they're getting this close to having a vaccine, right, Kodi?
Yeah.
The quote,
We were just talking about this, about why they didn't have one yet. Somebody must be listening to our podcast. Some scientists out there.
Exactly. And, I was trying to do a little more research, like who would really be the people that this would benefit. And essentially, I was looking up some other studies, and I think initially, Kodi, it would be for like the coronavirus, so giving you those antibodies, and because the HIV virus has so many subvariants, that's why they haven't been able to that move quickly when somebody's infected. This would not give you the virus, the HIV virus. It would give you the antibodies that would then be able to fight off immediately when you could be exposed to HIV, which it says a lot for those of us. I'm not sure if you, Kodi, take PrEP, but I do. And it would essentially mean that we would perhaps someday not have to take PrEP anymore, a daily pill. And PrEP essentially is so breakthrough, but not enough research has been done. We've talked about it on TAGSPodcast to know the long-term effects of taking a preventative pill every single day. This essentially would be a vaccination that I don't know if you would take it once every year. It's still in its early stages, but if you had the choice, since you said you're on PrEP, Kodi, versus not taking a daily PrEP pill, would you go for it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anything to protect against the spread. So, yeah, I definitely would.
We talk a lot about it on our other show, how people with PrEP, people forget, and it's just, taking that daily regimen, that pill. You have to get your blood work checked every month to make sure that your organs, like your kidneys and your liver's still functioning well. This would be great if you didn't have to rely on that. So I just think it's so exciting with this new research that's coming out.
Now we need is a cure. And I was reading another article that was on the site that you sent me. And oddly enough, COVID has provided new insights into different ways to combat the HIV virus. So that's it's hopeful as well. So
it's
hopefully soon there'll be a cure, and we won't even have to, it won't be something that we have to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll post this story though. You can find it. There's variations of this story, but I'll post one of them on TAGSPodcast.com. Well, there's an interesting new trend that totally caught my eye. I know it's going to catch your eye. Being somebody, the two things when I'm asked, what do you look for if I was to be superficial, is someone's face, right, Kodi? At least this is me.
Okay, I'm with you.
And because I've been noted to be a size queen, this new This new This new trend is right up my alley. It's a social media trend called Beauty and the Beast trend, and so essentially the trend is guys posting a handsome shot of themselves, face shot, and then side by side is a dick shot. So beauty, get it? What? Beauty and the Beast.
Which one is the beauty and which one is the beast? That's what I want to know.
Well, you know what's really funny is I love this whole phenomenon and that people are posting these things, because to me, like thinking of the dick as the beast and what it can do and devouring it and all the things I want to do to it. I love that concept. But have you ever heard people refer to, oh, he's got a pretty penis or pretty that, and that never resonated with me. Pretty?
Really? I've been told that several times.
That you have a pretty penis?
Yes, Steve. Why do you sound so skeptical over there?
Wouldn't you rather it be called a beast?
No, actually, I would rather it be called a pretty penis. Like you have a beautiful penis. So yeah, I'm okay with it being called pretty.
Guys listening, weigh in if you're listening on the show here with us. Do you like the Beauty and the Beast phenomenon, and how do you refer to when someone has a beauty or a beast of a penis?
Silas said it can be a beauty and a beast. So I'm definitely with that. I'm with that as well. And I just rewatched Beauty and the Beast, and I don't remember seeing anything like this in that movie. So
what do you think? Kodi, what do you think of this new trend, the Beauty and the Beast, though? Since you refer to yours as pretty, what do you think of this Beauty and the Beast whole new phenomenon?
You know what? Any handsome man that is willing to show me a dick pic, I am all for it. And I actually thought all of these penises were beautiful. So I was like, Beauty and the thick, veiny beauty. That's how I refer to it. So, to differentiate between the two. Yeah. So post this article too, and then everybody can weigh in on that so everybody can see.
Yeah, I really like to me, I really love the concept. I think it's really hot, and it's right up my angle. Maybe we'll post a poll on our Patreon page. You can go to patreon.com. Patreon.com/talk about gay sex, where we'll do a poll on this. Like, do you like this new trend? And what do you think? Do you refer to yours or others as pretty? Somehow, I don't know. I'm nice looking. Oh, he's got a hot cock, or a really nice one. Has been ways I've heard people talk about it. But hey, why not? All right. Well, we could not overlook. We've talked about Lil Nas X's phenomenon, Montero song, and the music video on this show. Well, now, did you know, Kodi? His single Montero is the #1 song on Billboard as of today. Montero, Call Me by Your Name, is officially Lil Nas X's second #1 song on Billboard's charts. Montero had 46.9 million streams in its first weekend, and is Nas X's first song to debut at #1. Quote, "You all told a 19-year-old who had just escaped the lowest point of his life that he would never have a hit again," Nas tweeted, celebrating the milestone. You told him to stop while he's ahead, he says. He couldn't gave up, but 4 multi-platinum songs and 2 number ones later, he's still here. Thank you to my team, he says, and my fans. Wow, this is breakthrough, because if any of you have seen the music video, which you were telling me offline, celebrates sort of his demons and the way he kind of came out dealing with his sexuality, right, Kodi?
Oh yeah, and the video itself is so striking. The visuals are gorgeous, and it's really a send up to all the people that told him that he was going to go to hell for being gay. So I'm here for the video. I love the video. I actually watched a video of him on YouTube, him explaining the meaning of the song. And he wrote it in a very deliberate way of normalizing gay culture in mainstream media in general, and in hip hop specifically. He said, if a male-female relationship can talk about having sex in a song, why couldn't he do the same thing? So I love this. I'm here for it. I'm here for Lil Nas X. In the video, he is twerking on Satan, and that took me back a little bit at first. The Catholic schoolboy in me was like, oh no, what is really going on here? But after I came to terms with that and I heard what the meaning was behind it, I was all for it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's so breakthrough in so many ways. We're certainly not new to seeing twerking and people like Cardi B really going out there with sexuality.
Yeah.
But Madonna, I can remember back in the day with Christianity really firing up the Christian right with burning crosses. And that was back in like 89 with Like a Prayer. I think it's really breakthrough that a gay black hip hop artist, now let me repeat that, gay black hip hop artist is really breaking boundaries in the music world today. That is like, wow. It's even if you didn't like the music, which I love the song, it's like you
it's
have
so
to,
catchy.
we have to, and the fact that it's about sexuality and sex and his demons and he's it's in this article, conservatives have reacted to the song and video in which Nas pole dances to hell and gives Satan a lap dance before breaking his neck and stealing his crown, with a mix of shock, faux outrage, and moral panic. But none of it has slowed the song. You all love saying we go to hell, he writes, but get upset when I actually go there, he tweeted in response to conservatives claiming his video has a satanic antichrist message. And he writes, lastly, somebody writes, this is the gay agenda. I think, wow, I'm just really blown away by this. I really am. Yeah. I think it's so, so cool.
Me too. And I didn't even really like Old Town Road when it first came out, and I still kind of don't like it now, but he's in the forefront for gay rights and normalizing gay culture. And I'm totally here for it. He's fighting the good gay fight. Go Little Nas X.
Absolutely. Totally. We salute you today. All right. Well, it's time to get into the segment that we started when we started the show, Tags Live. It's called Vulnerable Voices. And each week we try and get a little deeper with the conversation and explore issues that affect our community, LGBTQ+, right? And this week, I couldn't help but thinking as I landed in La La Land, Los Angeles, and hearing different stories to talk about our looks and how our looks really are affected by our LGBT community. And just to give you a couple of where I base this whole topic from, in working out here, I'm working out at Gold's Gym in Hollywood, which, oh my God, it's, one amazing model porn star after another one. Everywhere. And I mean, I look at it as inspiration, and it's just so fun compared to my basement gym in my building where I'm working out next to an old man, which is totally great. And I love that. But it's just a nice change of pace. But whoa, it's every other one, Kodi, is just drop dead and
better looking than the last one, right?
Absolutely. And I was also thinking about it too. I was watching Bill Maher the other day, and he was talking about how, a straight man can be average to even not attractive, he said, and be in the arms of a very attractive woman. And he thinks that that's more acceptable. Some women don't care as much, but the men care about the beauty more, at least in that straight world, in that scenario. And then lastly, what struck me was an article I sent you, Kodi, that was really kind of crazy about a new trend, mostly in Africa. A doctor explains why you shouldn't pump stock, so inject into your ass cubes of, essentially it's oh gosh, what is it? It's
chicken stock.
Chicken stock. You know those chicken bouillon, those cubes.
Bouillon cubes,
that you use to flavor your soup, I think, right, Kodi?
Your meat. Flavor your meat with it.
People are injecting this into their asses because it's apparently, allegedly, making people's asses wider and bigger, which is a desirable thing. And
I read the article and they said the salt absorbs through the anus and it makes the fat that's down there more substantial. It's crazy to me. I could not believe that this was actually something that people did. And because these people are getting infections, they're almost losing their lives because they want a big, beautiful ass. And that's crazy.
on top of that, I was reading another story about the number one aesthetic treatment that is plastic surgery is getting your ass done. So in other words, injecting parts of fat from other parts of your body and injecting it into your ass. And the story went on to say that a couple things, but one of them was the incredible dangers of that procedure, that it's the number one procedure that can go wrong for many reasons. Your body can reject it. Sometimes the amount of and the procedure that you have to really pummel, like really violently into that area just to make it react, and the amount of the surgery can be hours and hours and hours. It can really go south, though. You can die from this thing. It's one of but more and more plastic surgeons are getting this by their clients because it's the most desirable thing for so many people to have a big ass. They credit Kim Kardashian, for starting that whole trend. But they also
was she the first one though?
She wasn't. And the last thing I'll leave you with before we kind of get more into it is cultural appropriation. So appropriating Black booties, but being white. So the thing that you like about that culture, but then doing it, but you're white. And so it's picking and choosing cultural appropriation. And it's just says a lot on our looks and how far we'll go. Right, Kodi?
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't think a big butt is like something that only Black people can have. Like, I think that they're nice, beautiful, plump, round booties all over the place. But the thing about white people doing the big butts or getting that surgery is that on a Black person, it's considered not desirable, but when you put it on a white person, it's considered desirable. And the double standard of that is something that troubles me about the society that we're living in right now. So that right there is what is problematic to me.
Good point. Yeah, that's exactly what I think that article was alluding to. And that bothers me as well. Just personally, as somebody that said on the show before that I'm often been more at the bottom, I've often wanted a desirable booty because that's desirable to tops, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's what I look for.
So in terms of what we're talking about in our looks, I think if I didn't do anything, it wouldn't be flat, but I don't have like a lot of junk in my trunk. I never will. Okay. But I do. I've always, because I was a gymnast, just got into personal training, done so many squats and heavy squats. So I've been able to create a booty, but it's more muscly and not that jiggly kind that often is. But it's the best I can do, and it works for me. And I think
that's beautiful.
We'll continue
to take a muscle ass any day.
Really?
Oh yes, darling. I'll take, as long as something is down there that I can hold on to and kind of just adore, for lack of a better term. I'm all for it.
And to me, yeah.
Silas says he's got a doctor for you if you want somebody.
I bet he does. Did you not hear the first part of this story, Silas? Where we said they can go south? Yeah, I mean, I think that's as far as I would go. And, I've always had a fetish for talking about our looks, like for calves. I've always looked at people's calves. It's such a weird fetish to look at people's calves, but I love calves. And again, I have calves that don't grow as quickly. There is a procedure that you could do to have calf, what do you call it? Calf
Implants?
Implants. Thank you.
Have implants,
Thank you. But am I going to do that? No, I'm just going to do as many calves and make my calves look the best that they can do. What are people saying?
Did you see me laughing?
Yes, I did.
Teddy says, first Silas said if you have a trash doctor, then yes, the danger increases as far as you losing your life. And then Teddy goes, Silas, Teddy has a big bottle of Goya chicken bouillon for Silas if he wants it.
No Goya.
No
away.
Goya. No Goya.
Away. Our listening audience is a little tone deaf today. No,
they're like anything for the booty, and I'm not like, I'm kind of on the fence, because if that's something that you want to do, I say do as much research as you can to make sure that it's safe.
But not the chicken bouillon.
Oh my God, that's not safe. So
what research are you doing? We just laid it out for you.
Which bouillon is the best? No, none of them are good. Please don't do that. Please don't stick any bouillon in your booty.
Bouillons are better.
Oh
than
my
chicken.
goodness. Oh no.
Can we get ram bouillons so you have a thick? I don't know.
Yeah, I say don't stick any bouillon cubes up your ass, and that's the end of that. But go see a doctor and do it as safely as possible. Don't go. A lot of times people are getting those illegal injections too, and I think that's not like the silicone injections directly into their butt cheeks, and that's not safe either. So please go see a legitimate doctor that has many reviews and that you can speak to and with your own concerns.
And just like I said, my story, I've always, being from a sexual standpoint, being more bottom, I've been able to figure out a way by doing a lot of squats and really working with different, even looking up just routines on how to build a better ass for my body, the best that it's going to be for me. And then just accepting that and not worrying about trends and this and that. It's about you. Have you had a body part? I've been with you on traveling where Kodi will do a few push-ups here and there to pump up his chest. Instead, it's all about that chest, honey.
I am all about the girls. I love my chest. But my trouble area is really my stomach. I really get a little spare tire there. It's my rice belly, I call it, because I love rice. And
you love some beans and rice.
It's good for the booty, but it's not good for the belly. So I was telling you offline that I was just visiting my mom for Easter, and we went over to my uncle's house, and he was trying to feed me spaghetti and rice together. I was like, who does that?
Spaghetti and rice.
Summer is almost here. Who is trying to eat spaghetti and rice together? Nobody. Thank you very much.
I love that. I love that story. That was cracking me up. Lastly, we were talking about on this week's Tags podcast, episode 255, related to this sort of about, does the age gap affect our LGBT community? In other words, how much of an age gap would you allow? How much of an age gap? You're dating somebody, Kodi. Is there a big age gap between you and your boy? Do you love that?
There is an age gap.
Can you tell us? You don't have to tell us your ages. You can tell.
I know. I'm figuring out the ages so I can tell you what the gap is.
Tonight too, because he had the vaccination. So bear with.
I know. I'm so loopy. Is that crazy?
You're fabulous, but I see you doing the math. Like, wait, how far apart are we? Which also tells me that maybe it isn't a big deal.
Well, he's mature, so that's why it's not a big deal.
And so
in ways, he's more mature than I am. Mm-hmm. So it's an 11-year age gap. So, and he's younger than me.
I mean, I think that's so. Our other co-host, Jeremy Ross Lopez, said, that 10, 12-year age gap really isn't that big of a deal. Kodi, you look so youthful and vibrant that I think if you start going public with your relationship and posting pictures, It's you guys are going to look to me around the same age. Would you ever be comfortable where you didn't really, that age gap was big and maybe it was clear like, okay, this one's clearly older than the other one? Would that bother you? And would that affect on how you think about your look?
That the age gap, the look as far as the age gap is concerned doesn't really bother me. It may bother me later on down in the line because as I get older, I am going to start to age. I do look young. I'm not going to even like mince words about it.
Right.
So the look as far as the age gap is concerned does not bother me. What does bother me is he's very, very fit. And I just told you that I have a little bit of a spare tire, a belly, and it's troublesome to me because I don't want to come across like he's better looking than me. I don't want people to think, oh, he's dating him because he's a sugar daddy, basically is what it amounts to.
Right. And, that could happen even without the age gap where you can feel like you're dating somebody and maybe, and not to just be so superficial, but these are honest things that some of us think about that, oh, is this person more attractive than me? And what would that ultimately mean? And are they going to get more attention than me? I can think of a friend of mine who they're both very attractive. There is an age gap. And the younger one was at a party recently and he tends to get very vibrant and fun when he drinks. And he was giving lap dances to people at the party for fun. And it was fine for the older boyfriend until he got to it was all in fun, right?
Okay, all right.
Until he and he didn't take his clothes off. It was just, he was being silly, I think. Until it became a problem when he went to a younger, hotter guy that then the older one actually had a problem with it and left the party. They worked it out, but
wow.
See how it can become
the jealousy. Between the age groups. Like he didn't find anyone else that was in his age group threatening, but when he went to a younger guy, that's when it became a problem. That is so interesting,
isn't it?
I really want to talk to them. I want to coach them on their relationship.
Exactly. All right, any comments before we move on, Kodi? Are we good?
Just Teddy talking about my not boyfriend, and Silas saying that he wants spaghetti and rice now. Otherwise,
I'd like to see that. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for playing on that. Weigh in. Always reach out to us. You can DM me at TAGSPodcast, on Instagram. All right. Well, let's get back more into some hot sex topics.
All right, sorting.
And stay tuned because we're going to do a thirst trap, one of our favorite things to do. Thirst trap of the week.
Wait.
I really can't wait for mine. Okay, so this is a recent Reddit where a guy asked, do you guys like coming on your face, mouth, or is that gross?
Oh.
So I'm a straight, bi-curious guy in college, he writes. When I was a teenager, I started getting really intense gay fantasies. I have never acted on them, he writes, because they started way after I started liking girls, and I still never had a crush on a guy. So I wasn't sure if I was actually bi and didn't want to regret anything. Sometimes to see if he wants to see if he's bi. Oh, sometimes to see if I am bi, I will jack off and come on my face, in my mouth, but I'm immediately disgusted by myself and am like, no way would I like for someone to do this to me. But then I'm now thinking it's just kind of gross thing to do in general. So he asked, what do you think? Do you enjoy coming on yourself or not really? Well, the first thing I want to say is if I could still shoot all the way up to my eye, I would be like,
I wish I could give lessons because I do that all the time.
Really? Wow. Good for you.
I do
Bravo.
it all the time. Thank you, thank you. It's not real unless there's video, so we'll see what happens.
I'm sure your boy appreciates it. And the other
He
thing I
loves
think
it.
about too is I follow an OnlyFans guy that does when he does these jack off videos, he says, "Oh my gosh, it's a 2-day load, it's a 3-day load," and
Oh,
he comes like spurts all over, shoots his eye, and it's like on, and it
it
gets all
burns,
over
honey. It
him.
burns.
It gets all over him.
Nice.
And he's a foot dom, so he puts it on his feet. So everyone's like excited, like, do you want to lick that off? And I mean, it's really, yeah.
Ooh.
So he obviously does not have a problem with that.
Uh-huh.
It does make me wonder, though, we've talked on the show before with Jeremy and Lincoln, if you're just doing kind of a quickie, like trying to get one in and maybe someone's in the other room, if you shoot like that, it would be I would be having so much anxiety because it's not like you could shoot and just quickly like grab a something to wipe it off. If it's going
You
all over
gotta.
the place, it would be like a clean up and and I need like 20 minutes to clean this mess up.
I've also gotten really good with my aim. Especially in quarantine. Like I know how to get it right all in I'm pointing to my face and my torso area. I know how to get it all right there. And there's no spillover to the sheets or anything like that. So I'm going to teach classes. This sounds like something I should be doing.
After you can think about it and still produce is porn star material.
I mean, it's the videoing part. If I could.
Oh, right. You talked about this caveat.
Yeah. If I could stay erect and be able to ejaculate on video, then that would be something I would do. Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yes. Shoot.
Does your boy like it that you do this? And does he like it on his face?
He likes it on. I'm trying to think.
It's a yes or a no.
He likes it on me. Is what he likes. But he loves that I produce so much semen.
But so I guess he doesn't like it on him.
He doesn't really like it on him.
Really?
Yeah.
How about tell me to stop at any point.
I plead the fifth. No more questions, Your Honor.
You know where I was going next.
I know what you're going to say, and no more questions, Your Honor.
Okay. I love it. Why do you think that? I mean, we could probably assume why this guy feels shame after. Reminds me of when I was younger and I wasn't fully comfortable being gay. And I totally enjoyed the experience. Am I good, Kodi?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I totally enjoyed the experience, but then I didn't enjoy it because I was beating myself up over it. So, yeah.
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 No, I felt that's the same exact way I felt when my first time, even really just masturbating. That was how I felt. I felt a lot of shame. So I can understand where he's coming from, really. When you said the story, I completely understood. So thank you.
I feel like it's less about the ejaculation and the coming, and it's more about him ultimately just becoming comfortable with his sexuality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Teddy writes, or Silas writes, give the young man some time. Hell, he'll come around a lot. Yes, I totally agree. Exactly what I was saying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, good. All right. Our favorite topic is our thirst trap segment. It's this site that does a recap. Oftentimes it's 20, it's 15. Tonight, it's 22 gay porn stars who took the best photo or video of the week. I will post this on TAGSPodcast, and we want you to weigh in. I'll also post it on our Patreon page, where you can totally weigh in there. Go to patreon.com/talk about gay sex. Scroll around there too, because we've got some extra special sexy content at various tiers where you can support Tags Podcast. Well, this week was no different from many of them, Kodi. I have to say, I barely didn't even get through the whole list, and I already knew immediately 100%.
Really?
That's how crazy this was for me. I got to this one, and I said, "That's it. I will go through the rest of the list later." His name.
Wait, you saw one, and it made you quit the whole list?
Quit the whole list.
You're like, I don't need to see any more. I quit this.
All I have to say is 2 words: Hector Vega. And
ooh,
and the funny thing is, it wasn't a dick pic. So see, I'm diversifying. It's
look at you.
He's on a couch with his jeans down, Converse sneakers, his beautiful butt, a tank top, and he's looking back at the camera. And it was everything to me, so much so that when I went to his Twitter account, I'm thinking of joining his OnlyFans page. He is a dominant top. And can I just tell you, he has so many hot pictures, but it was that one. Turns out he has a hot dick, amazing body, and he's based in Los Angeles, where I'm currently at.
Nice. You know what? I think you can make it happen.
I'm gonna try. I'm at least gonna join the OnlyFans, but boy, he's got some really great videos in his. You know how they give teasers to his. You know, he told one guy, and he also ejaculates a ton.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he had one guy. I'm just gonna read you. I told him to wait, ass up, door unlocked. ... And he listened. I had to stop and drop off my huge load. Come watch him push it out. Oh, I mean, he even writes a good opening teaser. Was that not amazing?
That is like those novels with Fabio on the front. I was this like a romantic novel. I love it. I'm with it all the way.
Okay, so who is your thirst trap of the week? Kodi, Maurice, Doggette? I need to hear.
So I didn't quit the list immediately after seeing this. I went through the whole thing, but it's because it's literally the first picture, and it goes. My favorite this week goes to Josh Moore.
Yes.
Maybe it's because I'm so ready for summer and hot tubs, and maybe it's because I love an ass in the air looking ready to be pounded, or maybe it's his newly bleached blonde hair. But this picture immediately got my engine running. It's so hot.
It's also the tongue that's like not that stupid tongue thing that people do when they take a picture and they think it's being cute and they stick their tongue out. It's kind of like he's licking his own body, but not forcing it. He looks relaxed in the picture too. Like,
oh yes,
nothing looks forced, even though that ass with, he's got the Speedo tan is plumped up and ready to go.
There's no bullion in there.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yes.
It's so hot, right?
Yes, he has that come hither look in his eyes, and trust me, I came hither.
You came already and you splashed all over yourself?
Next door. I shot next door as well.
I thought I saw a couple specks behind you because you're a little loopy tonight. Maybe not so.
I couldn't clean up well enough after.
I thought it was your wallpaper, and I'm saying, wow, did you redecorate it? It's kind of nice. Some nice speckles over there. Now I know what it is. Did anybody comment on their favorite?
Silas says he loves Dante Martin, which was my second pick last week. So, yeah, and I love that picture too.
Okay, Dante Martin. I'll have to look at that. Huh. Yes. I love it. Okay, well, anything else, Kodi?
And Teddy says Ray Dexter.
Oh, do you remember? Can you quickly identify what you look real quick? Why?
because I do have it up. I haven't even
Quick while
delete-
Cody's pulling that up. Follow us on social media. Again, on Instagram, follow us at TAGSPodcast, where the story continues after the show at TAGSPodcast. And you can DM me and ask for sex advice from myself and my co-hosts on either show. Relationship advice, we're here for you. Follow Kodi, Maurice, Doggette. He's got two at Mr. Maurice, Mistah Maurice, or he's a life coach, y'all. Follow him at KMD Coaching, at KMD Coaching. All right, Kodi, so did you find Teddy's favorite thirst?
I found them.
Leave us on a high note.
It's a video of this adorable. I think he looks of Filipino descent, but I'm just going to be all encompassing and say he's Asian, and it's a jack off video, and he has a very impressive piece. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Piece of what?
Thank you, Teddy. A penis.
Oh.
What else could it be?
Okay, maybe he should do Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He'd be very popular.
Absolutely. I might do it.
Okay. I'm ready.
Well, thanks for playing, y'all. This has been so much fun. This gets repackaged and comes in all podcasting platforms tomorrow. And join us again if you're on the Clubhouse platform. We are going live tomorrow from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Sex positivity. I will post that on TAGSPodcast.com. The conversation is really deep but just fun and open. So we welcome you. All right, Kodi, Maurice, Doggette, thanks so much. Get some rest.
Thank you, darling. I definitely will.
All right, I'm going to continue more fun here in La La Land. We'll talk. Keep it sexy. We'll